Hello YouTube, SentinalhMC here. Welcome back for more ShadowChapter.
Yeah, buddy.
Nate here, and we're back in action.
There's a bunch of stuff
There's
out
a bunch
here.
of slimes fapping all over the place.
Oh, there's a bunch of spiders over here.
Because they're super annoying. How did he get in the... He's gonna fall... They're gonna fall into your blast furnace and get burned up.
I don't care.
Maybe that's how these creepers were dying. They ended up in your furnace.
Well, one of them was riding a spider,
Okay,
so I don't know where that one went.
Now, let me in, house. I gotta get a new mouse. Updating the firmware fixed the right mouse button problem, but now it's starting to give me problems again. We got a lot of people on the server today. That's cool. So, goal of today is to... Well, first I gotta move this stuff. Is to get 4 steam engines set up. And I'm gonna probably just... I'm gonna take apart this. If I take apart the centrifuge, will it keep all the lubricant, or will it lose it?
Now, where's the steam pipe gonna be?
Ain't gonna be a steam pipe.
You need a steam pipe for my steam turbine.
What, you still... I thought you said that didn't work.
No, it works. It just doesn't run when there's stuff not attached to it. So I'm gonna need the steam
Oh, we can
pipe.
put that back there.
Yeah, make sure you do that. Or I will hurt you. Ah!
Do something else.
I'm waiting for my steel to get done.
So, I gotta make another steam engine, because I got 3 over there. And I got one more.
Well, the farm is harvested
How come
again.
there's sweet potatoes in your furnace?
There shouldn't be sweet potatoes in the furnace.
Sweet potatoes in your iron furnace. There's no
What do you mean there's sweet potatoes in there? There shouldn't be any sweet potatoes out of there. Why were there sweet potatoes in there?
There were sweet potatoes.
What have you been doing?
Nothing. I just looked over there and sweet potatoes.
That's weird.
I thought you were looking at some sweet potatoes.
I was not. I would use the other furnace for that. Here's some more canola seeds.
There were sweet potatoes there, so I assumed it was your doing.
No.
You didn't want the deliciousness of sweet potatoes?
No.
How dare you not?
I don't like sweet potatoes now. Well, I've grown to like liking.
Oh, I forgot that.
But when I used to hate them so much.
I forgot that both of these. Okay, yeah. So I actually need to make yet another steam engine because these 2 steam engines are being used on the grinder.
Yeah. 6. Alright, I need 2 more. Come on! I just need 2 more. So I need 4 more ingots. We'll do it this time. Be great. So yeah, when I was AFK on the server to get the steel going,
Grinder working again.
yeah, so if you guys don't know, I thought that it was taking way too long to waiting on the steel. And so I was on the AFK on the server for about 4 hours. It probably actually stopped after only maybe about an hour and a half, because it was stopped at 17, because the little tiny ash piles filled up to 64. Because you get 4 of them every time you make a steel, so it stopped at 17, and it ran out of coal. So now I just need a few more. Have it. Oh, my Franken chair broke.
But you already put you just put it together.
Yeah. So what happened was, when I got home, I used the circular saw and I cut the piece I needed. I drilled all the holes. I bolted the board to the bottom of the chair, and then I screwed the what I did was, I guess I accidentally made the drill holes for one set of screws, one set of bolts, slightly too big. They still screwed in, but they're the threads on the bolts didn't dig in. So what I need to do is get some bolts, or I need to get some nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to get some nuts. So once I get nuts, then I have to take the wood off and then put the bolts in backwards. Bolt the wheels onto the board, and then bolt the board onto the seat.
Oh,
Now only the 2 front bolts on the bottom seat currently go in. What I also have to do is trim part of the board because it interferes with the piece that bolts the back of the seat onto the bottom of the seat. So I need to cut a notch in it. So I'm probably going to end up having to come back and borrow the jigsaw, but I'll do that on Tuesday. So by Tuesday, I'll have the bolts because it's my day off. I'll go to Home Depot, I'll get the bolts, and then I'll come over and borrow the jigsaw when I bring back these other tools. And then everything will be good. It'll fit perfectly, and everything will be fine.
Why don't you explain to the audience what your Frankenchair is all about?
Well, my Frankenchair, see, I had this chair that I got at an online auction for $3. And when our dad replaced his chair, which is a lot nicer than the chair I had, I took his old chair. And about, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe, I was leaning back in the chair, and all of a sudden, the chair just completely fell off the wheels with me in it.
I tell you, it's
because what had
it's
happened
a good thing
was
that Dad wasn't in it when it happened.
What happened was the chair was so old. So it's an older chair. I think he's had it about what, 10 years? 10 years, maybe 5, 8, 10 years. He's had it a while. The weld on one side, that weld point that attaches the base of the chair to the mechanism that raises and lowers it, had snapped on one side without me knowing. And so when I leaned back that last time, all my weight was put on that one piece of metal, and it bent. Didn't break off. It just bent all the way down. So yeah, broke. So I couldn't bring my old chair back in because it had been sitting outside in the snow for like 3 months. Well, now it had been sitting out in the snow since I got the new chair. So since it was a cheap chair anyway, it was made out of cardboard on the inside. It was all soggy. And but I didn't want to buy a new chair because it's like $120 for a good chair. So I unbolted the wheels from the old chair that was outside, and then I unbolted the seat from the good chair, the one that broke. And my idea was to use a piece of wood to make a template so that I could bolt the good wheels onto the good seat. So I did that today, and soon realized that I needed nuts on the bolts because the bolts were slightly too, bolt holes were slightly too big. So even though it tightened really well, sitting on it and leaning back or anything like that, it started getting the bolts loose because they were only just ran through the wood. And so I need to get some nuts.
Alright.
Yeah. So that's my little saga.
Always something interesting going on, Nathan.
Well, it's in order for me to still have a good chair, but not spend money. So all I'll have to do now is just spend a couple dollars, maybe $1 or $2, on I need 4 bolts. 4 bolts that will fit, or 4 nuts that'll fit these bolts, and the jigsaw so I can cut a chunk out of it, out of the board, and then it'll be good. Come on, so slow with this stuff. All right.
All right. Now I need.
I have no. I don't actually know if this will work. Once I get the vending machine made, it should work. What I'm gonna have to do is just set the vending machine right next to the steam turbine, because the vending machine requires 32 volts, which is low voltage, But when I went on the wiki, it needs low amperage.
Okay.
But I've read somewhere that every length of cable reduces the amperage. So with this low voltage, one piece of wire will lower the amperage too far. I might be wrong, but that's what the wiki said. But I might be wrong. It might be. Yeah. So we'll try it both ways, because I found out that the screwdriver actually is what you use a screwdriver to take the wires out. Because before I was placing wires accidentally and I couldn't figure out how to get rid of them without breaking them.
Use the wire cutters.
But the no, you can't use the wire cutters. Oh, is it the wire cutters?
On camera.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is the wire cutters. I need a potato.
Do you need a pink bouncing potato, Nathan?
No, I need a regular potato.
I think you want a pink bouncing one.
We don't have very many potatoes. Why is this?
We're not Irish.
Why do we only have 3 potatoes when we have a farm?
Potato!
I'm planting some potatoes.
Like Jamie's terrible
I'm gonna plant 2 potatoes.
receiving from the forest image. Alright, that's working. Now
Robert, I'm gonna make us some potato chips.
Now we will need to relocate this 16-to-1 gearbox.
Do you want... Okay, potato strips. I don't want strips. I want chips. There you go. Raw potato chips.
Several here.
Now I need... Okay, so now how do I make chili powder?
Extractor.
How do I make chili powder? We don't have a macerator. Or a pulverizer. Or a rock crusher.
No, we don't have any of that stuff.
Can I put it in a grinder?
That zombie is being...
Can I put it in the grindstone?
I don't know what you can and can't do.
Nope, I can't. So I can't make chili chips, but I can make...
Chili
Let me see.
chips?
What kind of chip? What kind of chips can I make?
You want to make potato chips.
What kind of chips can I make?
Are you making potato chips, Nathan?
Hang on. Oh, you can only make regular chips or potato. Okay. I'm making potato chips.
Okay.
Would you like to see?
Yes.
Okay, you just have these potato chips raw and put it in the furnace. That's it. I have potato chips now.
Cool.
See? Potato chips.
Oh.
Turn around. I have potato chips. I can put them in a bag. I need aluminum foil. I don't have a metal bender. Oh, but I almost do.
Enjoy your potato chips.
I almost have a bending machine. Driver. Integrated circuit. Oh no. Hopefully I don't need that in order to make bending machine. Because I don't want to have to make any more NAND chips.
NAND chips.
Well, to make aluminum foil, it's in a bending machine. Metal bender. And you need to have an integrated circuit with configuration 1 on it. I'm hoping that I don't need that in order to actually make plates out of ingots. I don't think I do. Metal bender is programmable.
I gotta put new drill in here now.
Apparently, depending on... You need an integrated circuit, which is just an electronic circuit put back into a crafting square. And then you can configure it with a screwdriver. I guess it'll make different things out of plates. Do you want to... Are you hungry?
No. I've only missing
No.
half of a chicken.
Oh. Because I want to see how much this potato chip... These are Greg Tech potato chips. These aren't from Pam's. These are from Greg Tech.
Nathan, we now have
So
infinite extraction.
I put the potato chips in the chest, but we'll eat them later. What do you
don't
have?
to worry about ethanol anymore, Nathan. I've got the extractor hooked up to steam.
Really?
power.
So what does that do?
Same thing that I always did.
Oh yeah, you got.
It's just running off. It's
Oh.
running off 4 steam engines.
So is all 4 running at once
What?
now? Or all 4, or is it
It's
just?
drawing. It's drawing.
Yes,
It's taking
so you
power from all 4 of these steam engines.
But do you still have to switch the modes?
Yeah. You'd have to put like 64 steam engine on here in order to not have to do that.
Oh, yeah?
It's something ridiculously high. I need to put some more canola seeds in the grinder to get more.
We need to run this coal slurry.
I'm running iron slurry. Well, yeah, you can put slurry in there. I'm running iron solution. But we can't run solution and slurry at the same time.
You can't. I know you can't, but we have too much.
Flip it over if you want, but we need to process some of this iron.
No, you can process the iron.
Alright, well that's one thing taken care of.
Okay, I am almost there. I just need a few more ingots now.
I say taken care of, but really...
I need one more ingot to make this
in the long run,
machine.
we want to upgrade our power situation. But I need more diamonds for that, because the next step is hydrokinetic. Well, no, the next step is actually AC electric, but...
So what are you going to do with all this stuff here?
What? Well, we could pack it up. We can pack all this up.
Are you going to move it? Yeah, well, because then this room could be my great tech.
Pack it all up, but
You can leave. You should.
I need more chests,
what you can do
Nathan.
is, yeah, go make some.
We don't have any wood, do we?
Somewhere.
I don't believe we have wood. Let's go and gather wood. Get out of here, zombie. Get out of here with your moaning. I don't want to hear your groaning and moaning.
Depending on how much, in order to make that,
Get out
potato
of here,
chip.
angry zombie that's on fire. I don't want any of your burning jerkins.
You want my knife? This is actually a
I got a
knife.
sword.
Come look at my knife.
It looks more like a chisel.
It's a great tech knife. It's got those two little like rivets in the handle, like a
I want it
kitchen knife.
inside.
I thought you were already in. Close the door.
I was trying to open the door.
Oh.
You tried to open the door at the same time.
Well, I'm
So
sorry.
it didn't let any of us in. Nathan, it's good to have the saw. It's good that you didn't steal the saw again, Nathan.
Well, I'm here anyway. It wouldn't have
You
mattered.
and your saw stealing ways.
I could have just given you the saw. And I'm usually so good at leaving all my stuff here, but
You're
for some reason, the last time I didn't.
Thief.
Oh, by the way, if we ever end up needing RE, is it RE?
What?
No, RF.
Ah.
I remember. Just don't forget, I have the Stirling generator. Remember when I made the Stirling generator? Because I forgot whether it was RF or EU. It was RF. We don't need it. But in the future we might. Ender IO is fun. I like the big capacitor banks you can build. But we're not anywhere near that right now. We should do... You know what we should do? Like for a special episode? We should... Because remember that single player that we did? Where we had the brick factory and everything like that?
Yes.
Remember that? I was so proud of that. We should do like a video where it could be like a spotlight, so I can show off my awesome factory that was built by a
I still
noob.
have that word.
I didn't. You're the one who
I never
hosted
deleted
it.
anything, so it's
No, so
still
we
be
still
there.
have it because it'd be funny. It'd be cool because I really love that factory, but I do not want to rebuild it. Although if I ever did rebuild it, I would just rebuild it out of cobblestone and smooth stone and stone bricks because it's a lot cheaper and it doesn't take as long. I use so much clay.
Now,
in
I
that
can move these barrels with the
factory.
contents in them, right? I just need a dolly.
Yes. You need a Dolly Pardon.
Wow, how do you make that?
You need a Dolly Pardon.
I don't believe that. I think that is a farce. Yeah,
A farce?
I think
Really?
that those are lying words from your mouth. That's
Really?
not truthfulness. You're not giving me the truthiness, Nathan.
Whew. You need a Dolly Pardon.
Truthiness was an actual word that somebody used. It's not a word, but they were using it. It was a serious
Really?
person seriously using the word truthiness. Anyway, Nathan, we've
That's
been
funny.
recording for a half hour, so we've got all the footage we need for this episode. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Made some progress. Got the extractor set up in a sustainable
Yeah,
fashion.
almost got the steel. Next episode, we'll have the
Nathan's
steel.
almost there where he needs to be. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You want to say goodbye?
Bye.
I'm signing out.